Well, welcome to another Guns Contractors video. Today you join us in the good old backhoe. We are doing a bit of ditching. So, just trying to maneuver myself rather than keep spinning around all the time. Just try and save a bit of time, have the jack legs down, leave the jack legs down, and just pull myself along with the arm. I can reach the ditch from here, still work the bank, clear most of the rubbish out of it. The worst thing's visibility, really, seeing through the weeds. But yeah, I just leave the handbrake off, got the front bucket just hovering on the sort of just above the ground on the front, and just dig out really the kind of silt and rubbish out of this ditch. Say a little bit late this year, really. I'm not too late for ditching, but harvest has been a challenge this year for sure. The weather just hasn't been on side, and yeah, we've got a bit of a rush now getting things ready to get the next crop in. And cleaning out this ditch is one of the important things. So drove this home from a job in Reading yesterday, where she's been working. Come on, why aren't you coming forward? I think I've reached a point where I actually need to lift the front bucket up slightly. It's better. There we go. Sometimes you can have too much of an anchor. So yeah, drove this home yesterday. Left the pickup on the job and got some weekend work. Try and do 2 or 3 different jobs really with this weekend, just to try and stay ahead of the curve. It's a bit non-stop at the moment. Just seems like I can't be in enough places at once, you know. Really starting to grind. I almost feel like it hasn't really stopped all summer. But it's good to have work, I guess, and yeah, good to keep busy and be busy, isn't it? There's a lot of people out there who sadly aren't. You know, it is a quieter sort of time. So we've yeah, any bit of work we can get. This is a perfect job for the backhoe. This, and you know, the ability to just romp around the field. We have done it with a track machine before, but it takes almost as long to track it here as it does to dig the ditch out. And to be honest, now that the bank is this side, we've got a green lane just the other side there, which I guess I could. Well, it'd be very difficult to get the digger down that, to be honest. It's too tight, and deliberately left a bit overgrown and tight because they can attract a bit of trouble, those green lanes, sadly. Yeah, especially when you've got one running through the middle of your farm. So we do it from this side, and we've got the bank as well as a little bit of extra security, isn't it? For people that might like to decide to joyride their cars over in the field. So yeah, every few years it gets cleaned out and just provides a little bit of security, and somewhere as well. So sort of we're in a low point here where we are in this field, and yeah, this ditch does take quite a bit of water. Hasn't really got anywhere to go, sadly, but it yeah, kind of holds water, gets it away from the footpath, gets it away from the green lane as well, to be fair. Water, you know, great fun for 4x4ing and motorbikes, but it does erode the green lane very, very fast. So yeah, you kind of gotta, you can get the water away from it, it'll last that bit longer, and doesn't require quite so much maintenance, which, you know, nobody's getting paid for, are they, really? So take a little bit more out there. It's pretty good, this. Nice to have a little bit of water. We had a huge thunderstorm last night, and that's given us plenty of water in ditches for sure, to be able to see where our level is. So it's always nice. Harder to dig ditches out, I find, in the dry, because you sort of difficult to really know where the water's going to go, where it's going to sit and everything, but not such a problem when you've got some water in them, which we have today. So Anyway, it's not this big a ditch, and then I've got some soil spreading to do. I've gone actually a little bit far there. This is the only thing with this method, is if you go just that little bit too far, yeah, a dual drive machine would be absolutely awesome on this work, because you can actually, having played with them, you can ride them on the foot brake, flick it on the forward and reverse switch into neutral, and then the revs pick up, the auto revs for the back actor, and yeah, you can then sort of just, you know, drive it like I am now, but you're holding it on the foot brake, and with a nice, you know, 48s and a good set of tyres, you can do this kind of work really without doing any legs, putting legs down or anything like that. They're very, very stable if you get the arms set on the right side like we are here. So it'd be lovely to have one of them one day, but let's face it, whilst I've been busy with work, the work hasn't been as good a quality this year, so I've said in another video. So we'll have to make do what we have, which is by no means a bad machine. It's just on 2,200 hours, so, you know, far from even halfway through its life. You know, it could go on for many more thousand hours yet, so it's got most of the things we need, and of course does have a coffee machine, so we'll continue to use what we've got, and one day I'd love to see myself in one of those 4CXs. I've got so many ideas, and it's cool to now see them out in the wild as such. There's people starting to take delivery of them and start to use them in ways that I kind of see, you know, myself doing, and I think, oh, that is that's pretty cool. Using flails on the back and things, you know, the rear arm's a bit of a flailer, and I know it's not going to be really as good as a tractor hedge cutter, but you've got to admit that you know, if it can do the job, and it's doing that job and other jobs, and you don't have that many hedges to cut, maybe, you know, it's another job that you can do with the backhoe, another service you can provide. Why are you not coming this way? Come on. I'm getting myself stuck here in something. Doesn't seem to want to pull forward. God knows. Anyway, try and get it. Come on. There we go. There we go. Probably gone too far now. Always a bit of practice, this. Anyway, I'll keep ditching for a bit, and we will see if I can't get some off-machine footage for you. that's that job done, and took a couple of hours. On to the next task. So that's why it's a handy machine to have in the fleet, because it wouldn't have been worth bringing in a bigger track machine for that, and the 3-tonner just can't quite get over this bank where it's here, where it's a bit big. That's where all the kind of silt tends to sit. So yeah, it's cleaned out now, nice and easy. Gained a windscreen as well down there. It's nice, isn't it? Back window or something. Pick that up later on. Job done for now.